Anyone who fights for the future lives in it today. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. It is books that are a key to the wide world. If you can't do anything else, read all that you can. This thought strengthened in me my belief that all men, without exception, deserve to be pitied, if only because they are alive. A miracle is often the willingness to see the common in an uncommon way. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone, but the things you do for others remain as your legacy. I believe in spectacles, but I think as necessary too. Make visible what, without you, might perhaps never have been seen. We are the cosmos made conscious, and life is the means by which the universe understands itself. Every passion borders on the chaotic, but the collector's passion borders on the chaos of memories. Art is the social antithesis of society, not directly deducible from it. Excellence is not a destination, it is a continuous journey that never ends. The only way to fail is to stop trying. Continue to move forward and expand as you see how your perseverance yields amazing results. I can't go into detail, but it's why I went to the special meeting at the Pentagon. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. Even the smallest changes in our daily routine can create incredible ripple effects that expand our vision of what is possible. Some people talk in their sleep. Lecturers talk while other people sleep. Everything you'll ever need to know is within you. The secrets of the universe are imprinted on the cells of your body. Heaven wheels above you, displaying to you her eternal glories, and still your eyes are on the ground. Dream no small dreams, for they have no power to move the hearts of men. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Truth that came too late was as useful as a meal to a dead man. I would not have you descend into your own dream. I would have you be a conscious citizen of this terrible and beautiful world. Once capacity is surpassed, additional information becomes noise and results in a decrease in information processing and decision quality. Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty. Never put off for tomorrow what is meant for today. Tomorrow may never come. The only true failure is allowing fear of failure to prevent you from acting and pursuing your dreams. I never found beauty in longing for the impossible, and never found the possible to be beyond my reach. It is better to walk in light than to dance in darkness. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so life well used brings happy death. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. A person's limitations are only measured by their drive to succeed. It is one of the beautiful compensations of life that no man can sincerely try to help another without helping himself. Sometimes not getting what you want is a brilliant stroke of luck. No greater gift there is than a generous heart. I don't fit into any stereotypes, and I like myself that way. I don't know who I am right now, but I know who I'm not, and I like that. It is only prudent never to place complete confidence in that by which we have even once been deceived. Tomorrow is promised to no one. Prioritize today accordingly. Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. You can't stay in your corner of the forest waiting for others to come to you. You have to go to them sometimes. The language of friendship is not words, but meanings. Where there is anger, there is always pain underneath. If you give up what you want most for what you think you should want more, you'll end up miserable. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Stand behind the stories that are real, not just real. Life isn't as serious as the mind makes it out to be. Don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. If we try to measure now, we find it's always gone, has become part of the past. Reality is what trips you up when you walk around with your eyes closed. Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. Nobody is exempt from the trials of life, but everyone can always find something positive in everything, even in the worst of times. Life is much more successfully looked at from a single window. Failure is constructive feedback that tells you to try a different approach to accomplish what you want. Pursue what catches your heart, not what catches your eyes. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. Sometimes I think my head is so big because it is so full of dreams. Don't dwell on things. Don't stay in one place too long. It was the only way to stay ahead of sadness. The goal of life is to make your heartbeat match the beat of the universe, to match your nature with nature. Time is my friend when it doesn't let the bad moments stay, but it becomes my enemy when it lets the good moments pass by. Beliefs are choices. First you choose your beliefs, then your beliefs affect your choices. We all need to be mocked from time to time, lest we take ourselves too seriously. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. Language always betrays us, tells the truth when we want to lie, and dissolves into formlessness when we would most like to be precise. Communism is the final logic of the dehumanization of man. Perhaps the truth depends on a walk around the lake. To have what you have never had, you have to do what you have never done. Life doesn't require ideals. It requires standards of action. To care about your outward appearance is important, but what's more important is to have a beautiful soul. Someone said to me once that a cigarette at the right moment is better than all the ideals in the world. Do not get obsolete like an old technology. Keep innovating yourself. Almost nobody dances sober unless they happen to be insane. Being human is not hard because you're doing it wrong. It's hard because you're doing it right. They don't actually want you to do your own thing, not unless it's their thing too. Dream big. You owe no one an explanation for the size of your dream. Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss. Opening up to the wrong person is like putting ammo in their hands. We testify of what we have experienced and witnessed. May our testimony inspire others to share their story. Those who will not reason are bigots. Those who cannot are fools, and those who dare not are slaves. Guilt is a feeling that you owe a debt that you're not paying. When you're the most happening person at the party, it's time to leave. If my life is going to mean anything, I have to live it myself. Keep going. Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life. Keep going. Tough situations build strong people in the end. We may be living past and future lives at the same time we are living this one. Even though our time in this life is temporary, if we live well enough, our legacy will last forever. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. It's a good idea always to do something relaxing prior to making an important decision in your life. Happiness does not come from without, it comes from within. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. There are ships sailing to many ports, but not a single one goes where life is not painful. We can't avoid reasoning, we can only avoid doing it well. Sometimes the only reason for us to be somewhere else is to see things from a different perspective. It is not a failure to readjust my sails to fit the waters I find myself in. You'll forget it when you're dead, and so will I. When I'm dead, I'm going to forget everything. and I advise you to do the same. The shortness of life, so often lamented, may be the best thing about it. Don't get set into one form, adapt it and build your own, and let it grow. Be like water. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Magic always happens when you direct your inner powers to the object you want to change.